Culbert refused to take cancer lying down. Instead, she dedicated hundreds of hours to fight it, raised thousands of dollars to support patients and survivors, and advocated in countless ways on behalf of everyone impacted. She has served on the board of the Alberta Cancer Foundation, built a team of walkers for the Weekend to End Women's Cancers, is part of the team to fulfill the Foundation's fundraising goals, and advocated for the building of a new cancer center in Calgary. She is a cancer hero.
Heather's approach to philanthropy is contagious. She not only is committed to working and improving her community in Calgary and Alberta and making a difference in the life of Albertans, but she is so inspiring to all the rest of us.
I am a 6.5-year cancer survivor. I was diagnosed 6.5 years ago when Sophia was 9 months old. I didn't think I was going to make it to see Sophia start school. I watched my neighbor put her daughter on the bus the very first day of school, stood in my window and cried, thinking, if I can't do that with my child, I'm going to see somebody do it. So at least I can pretend like I was there.
We approached her to be the honorary chair for the Weekend to End Women's Cancers. Shortly after that approach and her accepting it, she was diagnosed with cancer herself, breast cancer. But in Heather fashion, it didn't slow her down. She assembled a team of close to 100 people for that event and raised close to $650,000.
I was very proud to be part of that, very proud to give back to an organization that has given me life, essentially. And I turned to Heather at that moment after that walk and said, that is why I'm here, and to be a part of that, to give back in my way, it's very special.
So thank you, Heather, for all that you do for our communities, for Calgary, for the people of Alberta, for people living with cancer. Your contributions have meant so much to them, and thank you for inspiring so many of us to do the same.
Thank you, Heather, for giving me the greatest gift that any cancer patient can be given, and that's the gift of hope. Hope that I will be around to see Sophia get married, to see Sophia graduate from school, and to be a part of her life in more than just a memory or a photo.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome the individual philanthropist, Heather Culbert. Isn't that something? The first video is not supposed to make us all cry, but that's just what happens. If all of you in this room could be sitting at this chair, at this table, you would have run out of room because your family here is busting out of their clothes. They're so proud of you. Watching that video of Doc and being part of all this, how does it feel?
Very overwhelming, and I'm quite emotional at the moment, but Lucy Miller, our CEO of United Way, said, oh, Heather cries reading a menu. So I am very overwhelmed and honored. I'm just so thankful that people are appreciative of the work that volunteers do in our city.
You know, I was looking around at this table and your husband, Mike, and I did notice that Lindsay was the first one to finish her dessert, which is, that just happens with daughters. Isn't that kind of the way it is? You had to have a moment. All of us in this room, I was saying earlier, are going to have a moment in our lives where we face the darkness, where things seem ungoable, we don't know what to do, we don't know where to turn. You did that. You had to face that. If there's somebody in this room today who is facing something, what is your advice to them?
Well, you're not alone. That's the first thing. We have so many great people and resources in this city that are all pulling together to help people through very difficult times in their lives, whether it be cancer or community issues or financial issues. And so there's so many resources available. And so that's the first thing you need to do is reach out, find yourself a great advocate so that they listen for you, that they are at your side the entire time, and you'll find your way through it. Find the strength to figure it out, and it's difficult, but you can do it.
One more question. I know that there's a lot of people, Doc Seaman is one of those folks who's an example and a mentor to many. Is there somebody in your life that either helped you get started or is a mentor for you that means something in the world of philanthropy?
Well, it was my mom that got me started because she suffered through cancer so many, many times, and I was just so mad that it was happening that, you know, you just kind of get that passion, you find that strength, and you just get after it and get it done. And so I've just been very fortunate to be in the company of my family and lots of people in my life that have helped to influence that, and we're all working together to do it, so that's what it's about.
You're very generous with your praise and making sure other people are recognized for the work they do, and I know that's just part of who you are. But she is the woman, as we saw in the video, who gives people hope, and that is why she is our individual philanthropist. Would you please give Heather another round of applause?